Right, y'all, welcome back to another cooking video. Today, we are cooking up some tasty salmon, bro. I love salmon. Salmon's like one of the favorite foods that I eat. And yeah, so we get this salmon from Kroger. This is what it looks like. Yes, farm-raised salmon. We have two fillets because we're cooking it two ways, by the way. So I've never pan-seared salmon or pan-fried, whatever you want to call it. I've never done it. So that's what we're going to be attempting to do. And then we're going to do it my favorite way, which we're probably going to use the bigger and nicer looking piece to do the baked salmon. And so I'll show you how to do the baked salmon. Baked salmon is pretty simple. One of my favorite ways to enjoy and eat salmon. But also a lot of people like some pan-fried or pan-seared salmon, however you want to call it. And so yeah, let's get into that right now. All right, guys, we have the two pieces of salmon right here. There was a couple pieces of skin right there. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but this is what they look like. This is the piece that we're gonna bake, the bigger, nicer piece. In my opinion, the much cleaner piece. And this is the piece that we are gonna pan fry, because if we make a mess out of it, we don't have that much to worry about. This also includes the skin, by the way, if you wanted to know. I have never cooked salmon without skin before. The skin to me doesn't really have a taste. Actually it does have a taste. It almost tastes like bacon in my opinion, but I always try not to eat the skin. Even though like whenever you pan fry it, it makes it a little bit better. So yeah. So guys, now we are just gonna go ahead and prepare our salmons. But before we prepare that, there's one more thing that we have to do. All right, and you guys of course know that whenever we cook, we drink as well. We have a pint, and this goes out to Chelsea beating Wolves 3-0. And I know Wolves is a bad team and they're almost bottom in the league, if not the bottom team in the league. But still, 3-0 win, an Esteval assist, Garnacho 2 assists, João Pedro goal, Neto goal. You know, just a great game, and loved every minute of it. First half was pretty good, and then second half it got even better. So yes, especially after that 2-2 draw against Quebec, I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know, but especially against a team like that, to go out and put a 3-0 stomping on Wolves, albeit not as good, but still 3-0 is good enough. So this pint goes out to Chelsea and everything like that. I just try to go too fast. That's all it is. Slow and steady wins the race. That's what they always say. So, on to making this salmon look pretty. All right, guys, we are here with the baking sheet and the tin foil that is needed to, keep this salmon nice and warm. First thing I like to do besides start the stove up is always put down some oil on this pan, because it makes it a little bit easier whenever you're getting done with the salmon. So this is what I like to do. Just a little drop of oil, and you just spread it around. Don't worry about your hands getting dirty on this, because you also have to spread the oil around on the salmon. Now, I don't know if I watched the video on doing this baked salmon before. I think it was just mainly an article, but if I did watch a video, I will link that down below like I did in the last video for the steak. So yeah, this is what you do, and then you just plop your salmon right on top of it. Try to get that skin nice and oiled up, no diddy, and yeah, and you don't have to worry about your skin or your hands touching the meat, because that is also going to get oiled up as well. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna dab That was a little bit more than what I wanted to, but yeah, you just put a little bit on there. And this is what keeps it juicy throughout the cooking. And to me, it makes it taste a little bit better. I don't know. That's just me. So this is what you do. Just oil up everything right there. And then now you can officially wipe your hand off. So now once the lube is all off of your hand, you can now go over to your seasonings. Again, we're gonna hit this with some Tony Chachere's Creole, just because I like a little kick on it. Just dash it on there like that. Then after that, we are gonna hit it with some pepper as well. Not too much, we don't want it to take over that Tony Chachere's put on. And then same thing with the salt, just a little dash over it. And that is good to go. We then add a thing of rosemary, which we did not get enough, but we're gonna have to do that one and that one right there. We then add about I would say two cloves of garlic. Boom, boom. Then lastly, you cut that lemon up and you put that in there as well. All right, and once you cut up the lemon, you just place it on either side right here. You wanna get it all compacted in with each other, and then you just simply wrap it up like it's a gift. So once this is all prepped like that, the stove should almost be ready, so we're gonna pop it in there real quick. And I think I forgot to mention that the stove needs to be on 350 degrees, and you cook it for about 15 to 18 minutes, 15 to 20. As long as you're cooking it within that range, that's gonna get your salmon to the right temperature to eat. I mean, you can eat fish raw, obviously, people do. There's a thing called sushi for a reason. But yeah, for my liking, I like my fish a little bit cooked whenever I eat it. So this is why I'm saying 15 to 20 minutes is gonna get it in that perfect range. So now let's move over to the salmon that we are gonna be pan searing or frying, however you wanna call it. I have actually no idea what the right wordage or verbiage is used on that one, but yeah. Bring it over to here, and all we simply are gonna do is pop some salt, some pepper, and we're also going to pop that Creole on it. Not too much as we did the other salmon, but just enough. And we just let it sit there. We're also going to chop up this lemon a little bit too, real quick. And we just go one more. And those will be used to help plate as well. So we have everything set up. We have to get our veggies right here, which are our usual asparagus and potatoes. Those veggies will be done right. And here are the veggies all cut up and ready to be thrown into the air fryer. You guys already know what we do with these. Put these in a little container, shake them up, put that, and that on them. Same thing with this, except that, and then boom, that's how you get them done. So I'm not even gonna tell you guys or show you guys what I'm doing with this. All right, we just threw our salmon into the oven. We're doing it at 17 minutes and 30 seconds. I usually go around that 17 minutes to 18 range. So I'm just doing it in between. But yeah, now we are prepping our stove to be cooking our other piece of salmon. They say start it off at high, medium, and then work your way down. So we're gonna start this off at high, medium, throw some olive oil in it, and then wait for that to heat up. Once that gets to smoking, we will be dropping our salmon in there. I have no idea what that sound was, but I'm gonna check it out. All right, while we wait for this pan to heat up, we'll down our drink at least. And yeah, let's get to cooking this pan seared, fried, whatever salmon. All right, and now I don't know if you can tell, but there's smoke coming up, so that means it's the perfect time to drop our salmon into the oil. And just like that, let it sizzle, let it do all that shit. They also say once you drop it and it's in for at least 2 minutes, which it has been 2 minutes, drop the heat down to medium low. And then once you flip, you progressively drop it down from medium low to 4 to 3 and then to 2. I think it's the last one. I don't know. It's going to be in the video below. Like I said, no culinary expert right here. I just watch a couple of YouTube videos and prepare meals that I think that I will find interesting. And hopefully you guys also as well. While we're waiting for the salmon to keep on cooking, we at least got a drink right here. We're gonna try to down this almost full pint. I would say this is American pints are 15.9. So I would say this is about 15.5. Again, I just took too much too quick. Do not clip that up. Do not clip that up. But I did take a lot of drink too much and too quick. So don't clip that up. It's just specifically about drinking, not anything else. I like this up close and personal view. Look at this. Look at the salmon, bruh. Oh, look at the salmon. Look at it, it looks so good. All right, I think now is, guys, do not set rubber tongs on the side of a skillet. I knew that obviously. I'm just fucking stupid, so don't ever do that. Look at what it did to the tongs. Anyways, we are actually now gonna flip it. There it is. There it is. It's not as golden because we left to go down a drink. And down a drink we did not. But yeah, it's not as golden as what you may see in the video, and that's very unfortunate, but it still has that nice char to it, a little char, whatever the fuck that means. But yeah. All right, we threw some rosemary and some garlic in there with it, and that's gonna help it get some more flavor for it. And obviously after, we're gonna add some lemon to that salmon. But right now, it looks like it's gonna have a nice amount of flavor for it. So we're not gonna keep on touching our salmon anymore. No more touching our meat. And we're going over to the veggies real quick and I'm gonna throw those in for another 7 minutes. And we're now gonna plate and we are gonna put it on this side. We're just gonna let this rest off. Turn that off. And this is what our fried salmon looks like. On the screen, it's more black than what it is in real life. And that's not bad at all. I mean, yeah, on the screen it looks more black than it does in real life. In real life it looks kind of brownish. But yeah, on the camera it looks more black. And I think we just gotta stop saying that phrase at least. All right, and we're trying the pan-fried, pan-seared salmon first. And obviously you're gonna be adding that piece of lemon to it to add some bit of flavor. And we're currently waiting on our veggies to get done, and then we'll plate for the baked salmon. So yeah, but first up is this one. taste test right now. Okay, let me get one more taste. Maybe this is down to like my cooking skills and like how good I am at cooking, but it definitely is not a 10 out of 10. Let's just say that. I mean, again, it's all right. Doesn't kill you, obviously, because it is actually cooked. For me, I am saying at least a I'm gonna take this final bite of it and I'll decide after that. Final bite has been taken. I'm gonna say this version of salmon is at least a 5.5 out of 10. It may be because of the way I cooked it, and I do blame myself a little bit. I did make it pretty much overcooked it on the skin side a little bit, and I overcooked it a little bit on the meat side. So I will say I did overcook it a little bit, and so that way, if you guys are trying to cook it, just don't do it as long as I did. I can't tell you the times I was just fucking down some pints in between it. So, but yeah, overall I'm gonna say 5.5 out of 10. Because the next one, in my opinion, the baked salmon, in my opinion, is just so much better than this one. So let's go get that out of the oven real quick and be back. All right, guys, and this is what our baked salmon looks like. This also is plated with our veggies that are potatoes and asparagus, which you can't really tell they're asparagus. You probably think they're fucking green noodles type of shit. Yeah, they are pretty old asparagus, and that's why this is probably the last time I'm gonna eat them. But yeah, this is the plated food. This is what the salmon looks like. Looks nice and juicy. I also put a lemon on this as well. So that is what that juice is on top right now. And now let's go try this bad boy. All right, as we sit down and try this piece of salmon. Now this piece of salmon, baked salmon, to me, I don't usually eat with the skin. It just usually flakes off pretty easily like this. And then I try it after that. So also baked salmon is gonna leave, depending on how long you cook it, it's gonna leave a little pink inside the middle. So always just check out how long you wanna cook it online, through articles, through anything like that. But it's not always gonna leave a white middle, a fully cooked middle. And to me, that's fine. So first taste test of the baked salmon. It's already over. It's already over. It's already over. I don't even have to go in for a second bite, but I just love it so much that I have to. Put your thoughts in the comments below. If you've had pan-seared salmon or pan-fried salmon, put that in the comments below. And if you've had baked salmon before, also put that and say which one is better. In my opinion, I think baked is always going to be the most juiciest way. And in my sense, I love juicy and I love flavor. So that's why I'm always going to lean towards this one. But if you like a little bit of drier texture, not as juicy, but a little bit more flavorful because of that skin added onto it, you might obviously want to have a pan-seared salmon, and that's totally fine as well. Obviously, do not have any asparagus that look like this. And remember, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in another cooking. And always, guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in another video soon. Bye.